Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm going to share some stitching. I wasn't planning to do the challenge this year because I still am working on my 52 flags. I need to finish quilting the pages and sewing the flags onto the pages, and I was planning to use this year to do that and to work on the cover. My next part of the cover is this fabric and some batting and some sheeting, and I'm going to stitch on that so that it looks quilted. Go around some of the designs, and that will fit here on the spine. I still have to think of what I'm going to do with the back. I probably won't do any stitching on the back because that's going to get wear and tear sitting down and running against the table and stuff. And I'll have to do the insides and then bind in the pages. So I was planning to do most of my stitching on that this year. But then when Anne Brooke announced that she was doing the 52 stitches, I thought, well, I think I want to do that because I've been wanting to do a sampler of some kind. So here's my start with 52 stitches. I'm doing them on a plain sheet. This is a sheet I got at a rummage sale. It's a 100% cotton made in India. And I haven't decided yet what I will put them on. I have some scraps of quilts and quilt remnants, and I may do that, but I may cut them out with a 1/4 inch and then tuck that under and stitch them on, or I'm not really sure. So I have the first 4 here, and we have the chain stitch, the star stitch, French knots, and the cable or pleat stitch. I have to check that. I have everything written down in my handy dandy little book. The braid or cable stitch. That was a little challenging, but once I got into the rhythm I was able to make a couple of rows of it, and I put a single stitch in each corner to show how the stitch looks. So that's the stitches for January, and then I'm starting February now, and I will do this, and what I'm doing is I'm using only my perle cottons. So in here I have almost all my perle cottons. There's just one that wouldn't fit. And I'm using this batting, Wrap and Zap by Pellon. It's a small amount of batting because I don't use a lot of batting, so I didn't want to buy a huge piece. And then what I did was I cut the pieces a 1/4 inch bigger all the way around, and I split it in half so it's very thin. And that's not too hard to do. You just need to gently nudge it apart on the seam and then just start pulling it, and then pretty soon when you get about so far you can pull it apart. And so that will go under here. And I can see through the sheeting just a little bit, so that will go there. And I can stitch that, pin that on. I can lift this up, do a couple more on here. So that's my 52 stitches for January. Thanks for watching, and see you next month. Bye-bye!